You alright guys, what's going on? Now this video is purely for a rant. It's that simple, and I apologise to you guys that want something a little bit more in depth, but this is a video to make my feelings known about this new generation of consoles, because in my view it is getting very, very complicated to be a gamer. And I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but any hardcore gamer that's watching this, it is getting very difficult to do so. Mainly because there was all this Xbox One stuff with the used games, and this is why I like retro consoles, because of this. Used games, yes, they've abolished it now, but I'm convinced that it's only the software inside the console that they've decided to scrap. And honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest, I am really not going to be surprised if they bring that back. Yeah, the logging into the internet they've abolished, but again, I think that's a software issue, so they could actually bring that back in when they want to bring that back in. Again, it's going to be a firmware thing, probably. Now, in a previous video I did say about I would much rather prefer the PlayStation 4. And that still stands. I still want one, even though Sony have had a few issues and things like that, and they've managed to screw themselves up a little bit, but I don't care. I'd still go for the PlayStation 4, because in the beginning, and when I say in the beginning, I mean E3, they were thinking directly about the consumer. They weren't thinking money, 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 which is what Microsoft did. Now, back to the retro thing. Sorry about that. Now, some people would fight tooth and nail about the whole retro thing, and retro consoles are rubbish. And yes, probably. Some of you guys are probably right, but in all fairness, even the console war between Nintendo and Sega back in the day were simpler, because at least they were fighting directly with each other and not cancelling the consumer out. They were just fighting for power. Supposedly the Mega Drive had more power, the SNES not so much compared to it, but they were fighting directly. It was a clash of the times, whereas now they are fighting against each other, but they're also fighting against the consumer. And in the process, they're going to really piss off a lot of fans of the consoles. A lot of consumers are going to look at their company and go, well, what's the point? Fair enough, you'll get the hardcore gamers, as I put them, turning around and saying, oh, well, Microsoft has the better online functions. Well, I'm not being funny, but why would someone like me, who's a retro gamer, want to play online anyway? Fair enough, I do every now and then. But my idea of gaming is to get lost in it. Not to shout abuse at somebody over a microphone because of what they're doing to me. You know what I mean? And this is where my issues come from, because everyone's fighting for the online supremacy, and it doesn't matter. As long as you enjoy a game, it's like a film. In my view, if you watch a film, you know what I mean? You put it into your PS3 or Xbox or whatever, whether it's a Blu-ray or DVD, or even a download. I'm even with that these days. But if you do that, and you enjoy that film, then why would you care what somebody else thinks? You know? And that's what gets me. That is how I seem to feel about it, because everybody's going on, oh, well, Xbox, PS3, and I don't really care about it. But what bothers me is the fact that where gaming is going. And this whole download-only issue with gaming. Now, I don't tend to download a hell of a lot, because when I have the money, it tends to be after working out, bills, kids, shopping, you know, that kind of thing. And once I've paid for them, that money that I have left, I either put in a bank or I'll go out and get some retro games. And that's what I prefer. That's how I work my gaming. I can't just afford to up and buy whatever I want. I need to plan ahead for that. And that's what gets me. These people are turning around and saying, oh well, the future of gaming is this, Xbox One, PS4. I really don't care. The only thing that I care about is being able to play the games that I love. And as you've probably seen behind me at the moment, Sega Rally. And I'm not being funny, it cost me 99p, not 40 quid. Even my last review, which I did, was my Halo Reach. I turned round to you guys and I didn't tell you how much it actually cost me. It came out at £80. I didn't buy it for full price. I bought it for a quarter of that. And in all fairness, I bought it for 20 quid. You know what I mean? That's how much I bought it for. And I got it because it was a bargain. I didn't have Halo Reach in the first place. It was a bonus. You know what I mean? But this whole issue with this is people fight tooth and nail, oh, you're a cheapskate, you're a cheapskate. Well, yeah, I might be, but end of the day, it works. And in my view, if it works, use it, guys. You know what I mean? If you guys are a retro gamer and you agree with what I'm saying or agree with any comment that I say, tell me below, because it gives me so much more peace of mind that there's somebody else out there that means what I like with that scenario. I mean, a lot of people dig at you for that and being that cheapskate, but I want to know what you guys think. So please, guys, this is, I wouldn't say a cry out, but more of that issue that most games are fighting for. But if I'm honest, I'd love to know what you think the point of view is. And guys, comment below, like my video, subscribe, and just give me your reasons for being a gamer, basically. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you guys again in a while.